Hi. So, I would like to talk a little bit about how we live in the Western world and how we can change this. And I would like to start with a story, two different stories. The first one is about like if a doctor is working in a hospital and the doctor make a mistake. If the doctor makes a mistake and the patient dies from that mistake, okay? Then the doctor is hardly ever punished for that mistake because of his title. However, if a truck driver or a bus driver or any driver at all practically should do the same, then they would get punished and face prison probably if they make a mistake. So this is like, just showing the clear inequality of society, of how bad it really is, and we know this. We all know this way back in our awareness. We know this, and we might feel powerless when we hear about this, and we feel, oh my God, how is it possible? And then we just either live in that emotion, that fear, that resentment, that blame, that judgment, that depression, or we just, oh well, what the fuck, it's not me, I can go on shopping, whatever. Either way, we just live with it. We don't do anything about it. The second example I would like to talk about is if you're going by airplane, if you're going to fly somewhere by airplane, then there are multiple checkpoints you have to go through. They check you for water, fluids, they check you for explosives, for drugs, they check you for knives. They check you very, very thoroughly. The security on airports in particular is very strict. We know this. This has been this way for decades. And it's very often related to anxiety and fear if you walk through that, and all the stress about going through flying. It's a very stressful moment to go flying. However, you can very often manage to board a plane even though you're almost piss drunk. And if you're not already piss drunk by the time you get to the plane, you can probably be able to get piss drunk on the plane while we're flying. Okay? I mean, the security in the plane and before the plane is massive. It's massive. It's beyond practical and needed to my opinion. However, you can sit on the plane and drink and drink and drink and drink and drink and drink alcohol while you're flying many thousand feet up in the sky, very, 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 very fast. Why is that allowed? Why is that allowed? Because of money. We know this. We know it. So these are two examples to prove how skewed, how wrong, how abusive the system really is. Okay? How abusive or capitalistic, whatever system you call it, how abusive it is. So that is why we say we need to start changing the system. Okay? And to be able to change the system, we must start with ourselves. That is obvious. So, what are we looking at when we need to change the system? It is to do with the most important key factor in our system, which is money. And that is why I'm one vote for a universal basic income Like Andrew Young is suggesting in the United States of America, he is suggesting to give everybody about 18 a universal basic income, freedom dividend for all US adult people, which is a very, very cool start. To give money to the people. It's a win-win. You give money to the people so they can buy stuff. They can live better lives. Simple as that. They can live better lives if they had more money. They could buy more quality food, fix the car, fix the house, fix the teeth. You know, buy stuff for the kids that they can go to their school activities and so on. You know. If to enable to change the system, we start by changing the money system, of course. That will be a very cool way to have a better living for us all, to a more equal society. You know? So if we start by giving everybody a basic income guarantee, to give more money to the people, that is a more healthy economy, that is a better, you know, live life for all. It would be better to live for people who have from before little or nothing. And if we do this, and when we do this, we will relieve a lot of fear and stress and anxiety from the system. I mean, if everybody had more money, if we give everybody more money, yeah, good deal, wow, cool, now I can relax. You know, you would alleviate so much stuff, emotion, energies, thought processes, and so on, from doing that. And that is what we would like to see happen in our world. We could change our living standards and change our system from such components. You know, the two stories I had about the flying and drinking, and the doctor doesn't get punished. These are two simple examples. Two simple examples out of almost an infinite amount of examples and stories in our living, in our world. Okay? There is practically an infinite amount of similar stories, similar examples in our living, in our world. Okay? So we need to start addressing this, to change the system. And to be able to change the system, we start with the money system, of course. Okay? Because what else is there? Just to accept that things are going to beep to shits? Just accept that? And just go dying? No, I don't want that. I would like to give this place to our children in a better condition than what I found it as, you know? I would like to make an effort. I want my effort and my work to have an effect, a real, solid, fundamental effect from me as a being to this life, to this earth, to the children. To give as you want to receive, basically. To give to them a better growing up than what I've had and what I've seen. Okay? It's about time we start addressing these things, and it's a very fine time to start with a universal basic income, living income guaranteed, equal money system, more money to people, to ordinary people, to poor people, so that everybody can have more money. It's the best deal there is, okay? More money to everybody. Yeah. So let's support Andrew Young and his proposal of a freedom dividend in the US, and let's start to build similar projects and similar policies all over this world, so that we can have a better reality with lesser fear, stress and anxiety, but a more relaxed and creative and responsible way from living our lives together here, equal and one. Thank you.